hello to my awesome fourth grade artists. Welcome back to my home art studio and for week two's lesson. Hopefully soon we'll be able to get back to our Art Room 101, but for now we're in my home studio. So here we go. I'm going to turn this around and go to my art desk. Set us up and we're ready. Okay, now last week we talked about value and color. In color, value is the lightness to darkness of a color. And we talked about the color wheel and our value scale. And some of you went outside and found green items that you could make your own color value chart. And then some of you sent me your pictures of a color that you did with like your pencil, and you made your own pencil value chart. Well, today we're going to talk about another element of art. So I will attach the elements of art to the bottom of the page so you can go back and look at them. And last week we talked about color. This week we're going to talk about line, and we're going to add a principle of art as well, pattern. So the elements are the tools that we use to create art, and the principles are how we use the tools. So today we're going to, pattern is how we're going to use line today. Okay? Now, let's talk about some simple lines first. Now, this is not an extensive list of lines, and we've talked about line ever since you were in kindergarten. This is just a simple, straightforward chart of some simple lines. Okay? Lines have a direction. They could be vertical or horizontal, and they also have, I guess it's not really a shape, but they make a line. And these are straight lines, vertical and horizontal. This is a curved line. We would call this one a sad curve because it's like a frowny face. This one's a happy curve. Diagonal lines, and all of these could be diagonal because vertical, horizontal, and diagonal, those are directional lines. Wavy lines go like this. Zigzags are like wavies but with a point. And scalloped lines are curved lines that are stuck together. A dotted line is a broken line with circles. A dashed line is a broken line with rectangles. And a spiral, this is one of my favorite lines, is a line that curls inside of itself. It could go the opposite way as well. But these are just some basic lines. Now, we are going to learn about an art form called a Zentangle. It's also called doodling, but a Zentangle is a way to use patterns and lines to create beautiful, intricate artwork. So follow along and look at these examples that are coming up next of different Zentangles. I also have a Zentangle that I created. I got into creating Zentangles for a while and I still like to do them because they help me calm down and relax and focus. So I did a few Zentangles that I will show you. And this is my art portfolio where I have some things in it. Here is a Zentangle that I created using black and white. And see, here's my basic shape. And then inside these shapes, I put lines and patterns. Okay. I also created this still life using Zentangles. See the lines and the patterns that are in each shape? And then I added watercolor on top of it to add the color and the shadow. Okay? Now, you are going to be using line to create your own Zentangle. So here's my sample. It could be viewed this way, this way, this way, or this way. But we have lines and patterns. Now there are a couple of ways that you could do this project. You can watch the video all the way through and then create your Zentangle, or you can stop it at different points and create your video with, create your Zentangle artwork with me. Now, I have paper. I did my sample on this white paper, so I'm going to do this sample on this yellow paper just to change it up some. So I'm going to stick my paper on my clipboard. And you may use a pencil, a marker, any kind of marking device that you have, you can use it. This is just a plain old Sharpie. It doesn't have to even be a Sharpie. Okay? But I'm going to turn this way so I can look and you can see me drawing. Now, for this line, we want to do a loop. And we don't want to lift our pencil or our marking device off the paper. And I'm going to loop around like this. And I don't want to touch the edge. Okay? So just watch me first. Loop, 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 loop. Okay? That's one continuous loopy line. One continuous loopy line. Now, in these little spaces where they crossed, it made all of these different shapes. That is where I'm going to put patterns. Now, I am going to go through and identify my shapes that I have. I have here to put one, here. This is open space right here, but here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one. Teeny one right there. And there's this one. Okay? So, now I can use this to create patterns, or you can look at the different examples that I'm going to attach at the bottom of this page for you to get examples. I can pull them up on my phone so I can show you right now. Here we go. This is the kind of thing that will be attached at the bottom of the page with lines and patterns. So I'm going to look at this for an idea. Ooh, I like this one. And right in here, I'm going to do this pattern. These are a bunch of zigzag lines. Now, if I want to, I can go back in and make it look like a different pattern by putting a little dot in between. That might add a little interest. Now I'm going fast. I would like for you to go slower and really focus and listen. So there's one pattern. Now let's move over to this one. This one, oh, that's pretty cool. Started here, and it had little lines that came out like this. Started here, had lines that cross like this, this, and this, and this. And then it has little dots. Okay, here's my pattern. I'm going to do one more, and then you can add yours. You can start. I want to make this one a little darker, so I'm going to do, let's try this. Okay, now just pretend that these are all finished. Okay, here is my finished Zentangle with lots of different patterns, and I actually think when I did this one, I did it this way. This one is not finished. A finished one should take you a lot longer than it took me to finish this one. But here is my finished Zentangle. I would love to see yours. Remember, we're using line and pattern to create our own Zentangle. This line right here that you create should not touch the sides and should cross over each other and create its own loopy shape. Okay, thank you for listening today. I look forward to seeing some of your Zentangles. Come to our office hours, the MI office hours on Google Meet, so you could share your Zentangle, or you could have a family member take a picture and email me. My email address will be on the page. I really hope we get to see each other again soon. And thanks for watching. Be safe and creative. See you guys later. Bye.